Okay, today's question, what's the best e-commerce platform for ranking? Bit of a trick question. I would say there isn't one because it depends on so many factors, particularly the products, the content that you're going to add up on there, the way that you structure a site. So if I take, for example, two or three very quickly, if we look at Magento, which at the minute is popular, with Magento, there are a lot of problems that if you don't deal with them at startup, if you don't deal with them when you're building your site, you actually create lots of duplicate pages. You can create all sorts of issues further down the line with SEO. So to take that question, what's the best e-commerce platform for ranking? If you're someone or you know of someone that hasn't set this up correctly, hasn't gone through the structure and hasn't gone through the right steps, they would say Magento is really poor for ranking. It's not really Magento, and it's not Magento's fault. In the same instance as if you were talking about IBM WebSphere, BigCommerce, CubeCart, Shopify, the list is endless of e-commerce websites. So it's not the platform itself in many cases, it's how you use it, how you structure it, and how you set it up. Obviously with a platform that's a hosted platform like BigCommerce or Shopify, you've got restrictions because you don't have access to the server-side source. So there are elements that you need to be aware of. But just because you've got a shopping cart and it's hosted, it doesn't mean that A, it is absolutely brilliant for Google because they know what they're doing, and conversely, it doesn't mean that it's terrible because it's enclosed on someone else's hosting and I don't have access to the back end. It's not about the platform. It is about how you use it, and it is about your structure. So things like robots files, the way that you sort your categories out, how many levels deep you go, how you deal with your products, how many products have you got? Have you got 10,000 pages or more on your website? If so, your sitemap XMLs come into play. If you've only got 100 pages on your website and all pages are being spidered and you're getting good links and good value through, then an XML sitemap isn't going to do anything for you. So don't focus on the wrong elements. You want to know that you can use it, it's really good for working with, and you can import and export lots of products. If you've only got a few products, that's a different consideration. But the question isn't what's the best for SEO, and therefore that is my answer. You have other things to consider when choosing the right e-commerce platform.